Hi, everyone. It is Thursday, November 8th, and I want you to all come take a comfortable seat. I'm going to go straight into meditation today. And feel your body, feel your sitting bones root, feel your breath. And then I want you to breathe into the back of your body. I want you to breathe into the back of your lungs. See if you can find access to the back bottom rib. It's an interesting place. That's how far down your lungs go. Sometimes even past that back bottom rib. So breathe into that place. See if you can find the space of the back body. And then start to gently allow your eyes to close when it feels comfortable to you, when you feel ready. And allowing yourself to draw inside. So shifting the frame for just a moment from the external world, from whatever's happening, from whatever you are doing, from whatever you are processing, from whatever you are, engaging today. And can you turn the lens inward? Can you shift perspective for a moment here? And can you draw inside into your own presence, into your own heart? And can we seek refuge here? In our own presence, in our own light. In the pulsation of our breath, in the beat of our own heart. Can we draw our awareness inward so that we get to spend this time with ourselves, even if it's just this brief moment. Can we breathe into the fullness of our own presence and what it's offering today? What's present for you? What's showing up? And just noticing how our experience is landing in our body. So we feel into ourselves, we feel into the impact that both the outer world and our choices are making or creating. And can we acknowledge anything that's really coming up for us today? And sometimes things come up, sometimes things churn and move and show up. Maybe they're unexpected, maybe they're unexpected shifts in reality, or maybe something happens, maybe we're being traumatized in some way. If you watch the news at all, it's pretty easy to be traumatized pretty quickly. And so can you notice how that's impacting your cells? And then can we start to notice when things do stand in our way, when things do churn, when things do show up that are unexpected or that we didn't necessarily hope for or wish for, or if something occurs that pulls you out of your trajectory, how that impacts you. Sometimes we victimize ourselves. Sometimes we make everyone around us wrong for what has occurred. Sometimes we blame it on a million different possible things. But can we turn inward? It doesn't mean that we're turning inward to take responsibility for these things that have occurred to us. We cannot control everything that happens to us. That's not real. We can have impact in how we choose to engage, but sometimes things just happen. And so acknowledging what's coming up, and then we acknowledge the obstacles that get put in our way and also the obstacles that we create, because some obstacles are self-created. And they are often created out of our wounds. They're often created out of our fear, our inability to be vulnerable, our inability to really access our true feelings or authenticity, or fear around, how we'll show up or how we'll look. And so I want you to look into those obstacles that show themselves and then feel in to what they're offering. So anything that's coming up for you today, and when you look at it, can you breathe into it? What is it showing you about who you are? What is the reflection that it's offering you? And, this is work that we resist, right? We don't necessarily want to see ourselves fully. But those reflections, when we really take the time to look inward, can we notice something? Can we receive something about ourselves that maybe we didn't realize? Can we acknowledge a piece of ourselves that maybe got lost? And then can we bring those pieces back into wholeness? And as we breathe here, can we start to notice the pulsation of the breath? Again, just to bring you back in and root you down. And feel the rise and the fall of the breath, and then feel into that space between the breaths. The top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. There's that space where the moment shifts. And this is that space of transition. And in that space of transition, it's often a threshold, and it's where the obstacles sit. So can we breathe into that space? Can we acknowledge the space between the breaths? And can we use it to potentially shift the lens, to shift the perspective, and maybe even the perception of how things are? Can we look at whatever's showing up for us in our lives, whatever is sort of nagging at us or holding us in some way? If it feels like it's holding you captive in some way, can you look at it and then start to reframe it so that you can see what it is trying to show you? Is there information you can take from the experience? Those things that happen that we don't necessarily like, they are often great teachers. And so can we draw into the wisdom? And then can we dig a little deeper into our own hearts and be more present to what's being revealed to us and how we can step in and engage it? It doesn't mean it will go away. It doesn't mean it will get all better or it will even be fixed, but can we reframe to acknowledge the offering? To acknowledge the wisdom, and then also to be really tender with whatever reality is showing up for us. And so just honoring this time that you offer yourself, honoring the privilege of your own wisdom and your own attention. And then lean back for one more breath and draw your hands into prayer in front of your heart. And here, just sealing any intentions you're holding for yourself for this day. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale that completely. And just gently bowing your head to your heart and to your body, to your mind, to everything that you hold here. To cultivating this relationship you have with yourself. Namaste. Right. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again soon, maybe tomorrow. Okay. Bye.